Okay, great. Hello and welcome everyone to Women Speakers Association's WSA-TV. I'm Laura Riebenstein, your host and producer, and also a digital media and marketing strategist and author of the book, Social Media Myths Busted, the Small Business Guide to Online Revenue. Now, today we have a fabulous show. As you can see, we're going to talk about keys to energizing yourself and your life and igniting your business. And as women of impact and we are inspiring this global transformation. We have to take care of ourselves. So let's go meet our experts and let's talk to, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Um, and let's go talk to, oh, here we go. Carla. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Laura. How are you today?
Great, thanks.
Good. I'm Carla White, and I'm a human potential strategist, and I'm calling all the way from frozen north of in Alberta, Canada, Fort McMurray, and I'm the author of, or a featured author in Chicken Soup for the Soul, and an author in the upcoming book, Reignite Your Spark.
Great, thank you. We're so excited you're here. And let's say hi to Kay. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Laura. I'm a business coach. I'm an intuitive business coach, also known as the creator of possibilities. I am also the author, the best-selling author of the book, The Coaching Business Blueprint. You can find me on my website, ksanders.com, and I'm calling in from El Paso, Texas, sunny Texas.
Right, we've got the freezing cold north and the sunny Texas. Okay, and I'm kind of in the middle in San Diego, closer to El Paso, I guess. But let's go up to the north here. And Carla, I want, today's topic is right up your alley. You just mentioned the word in your book, reignite, and I want to know about re-energizing our lives and what advice you have, because that's what today's show is about.
Yeah, re-energizing our life. A lot of us get to that point where we're either so stressed and exhausted and fatigued that it's making our head spin. We're not sleeping well. It's impacting our relationships. And I found myself in that space. And I talk with a lot of women that are either burned out or on the brink of burnout. So I have some tips that I use, 3 simple steps to helping with that, alleviate that burnout or stress symptoms. I call it the stress spiral that we're in. And the first one is allowing. And what we often do is we want to, it doesn't feel good to feel some of these feelings, the bad, so-called bad feelings that we might have. And so we don't necessarily allow them and process them in our lives. And I always say with our emotions, if we allow them, then we are feeling them, facing them, dealing with them and healing from them. So it's a matter of being aware of them and being okay to express those in a healthy, positive way. And probably the second tip I would have is when we're stressed, we have a tendency to hold our breath. And so we're in this contracted sort of pose, and it's taking that deep breath that allows us the openness and just gives us kind of that better feeling, re-energizing us when we're having that lots of breathing and deep breathing. And the third one would be to connect with others. And this is a difficult one when we're stressed and we can get into that place feeling like we're all alone. It's only us. And quite honestly, it's not only us. We all experience struggles. We all experience stress in different ways. And when we can connect with what's going on for ourselves, connect internally, but also reach out and connect with others, that's when we really, really find the magic and re-energizing, being able to get into groups where there's positive energy, and that helps us connect ourselves to it.
I love your 3 steps, and I'm sure there's no accident that they're the ABCs of energizing you. Allow, breathe, and connect.
Keep it simple.
That's fabulous. Thank you for that. Okay, so now that we're all energized, we've connected, we've breathed, we're allowing our emotions. All right, so Kay, what's going to ignite our businesses? We're ready to step into that. Take us there.
Well, thank you. Well, the first thing is really being open to the possibilities. I mean, my motto is really like anything is possible. But as entrepreneurs, I mean, we have all our inner gremlins, our limiting beliefs, fears, and all of that that really holds us back from really stepping into our purpose. I mean, we became entrepreneurs because we want to change the world, right? But if we don't, if we let our inner gremlins, what I like to call them, really hold us back, how are we supposed to share our message? How are we supposed to impact the world and really make a difference and help other people? So the first thing I would really say is, be open to whatever is possible for you, because there's so many possibilities out there if you allow yourself to step into your purpose, if you allow yourself to really be open to the possibilities, because, oftentimes we let our fears hold us back. We're afraid to, let's say, get on stage and speak in front of people. For many years, I was very afraid of just speaking, just getting in front of people, getting onto interviews. That was my biggest fear, but I have a big message to share. And I saw that possibility, and I really had to overcome my fears. And oftentimes, really, we need to dig deep. If we don't really dig deep in what is truly holding us back, then how can we really step into our purpose? So, being open to the possibility is one thing, but then also really being honest with yourself to really realizing what is truly holding me back. Some of the fears that a lot of entrepreneurs are having is fear of success. And it might sound weird, but when you have that success, when you achieve that success, things are going to change. Your life is going to change. People are going to have expectations that might make you feel uncomfortable. Your family might not want to be around you anymore because now all of a sudden you're this super successful entrepreneur. So being open to the possibility is one thing, but then also allowing yourself to really step into that and really make the difference that you're meant to make in this world, because we definitely need that. I mean, there's so many things going on in this world right now. They're not so pretty. And, going out there, sharing your message and being who you're meant to be, really stepping into that, that's going to be powerful. So really be open to whatever possibilities come your way and just allow them to show up.
Wow. And I love the idea of staying in possibility. That's a very powerful place to be and to work in. And if anybody here is listening and you're loving, I thank you, Galit, for your cheering us on, and we'd love to shout out to you. And so please feel free to put your comments and your advice in, and let's step into it together. Face those gremlins. You're not alone. That's what we do here, is we talk about stuff that's really happening. So I know each of you are an expert in helping people step into more of who they are. So let's learn about you. So Carla, I'd really like to hear more about who do you work with and what are you passionate about doing with them?
I mainly work in the field of healthcare because they're caregivers. And what often happens with caregivers is we put everybody else ahead of our own needs. And then it comes time to, when we have to face our own crisis or chaos or stress, we're not always the best people to do that. So we have this blind spot. And so a lot of what Kay was saying about those inner gremlins is the thoughts and beliefs and blocks that get in the way of us taking care of ourselves and putting ourselves as a priority is really the work that I do with healthcare professionals, helping them to have really that self-care, but it's even deeper than self-care because it's actually, I work with them on a soul level and helping them solve their headaches and heartaches, and because it is about our thoughts and our beliefs and those emotions that come into play that are oftentimes stop us from moving forward and really, really embracing and being energized in our life. So I work on that head and heart level to help them be more energized and go kind of from that place of burned out or on the brink of burnout right to being fired up and loving their life and whatever that looks like, and how oftentimes how we do one thing is how we do everything. So
yes, it is
a whole package.
So you work with healthcare professionals. How did you get into this field and expertise in helping them de-stress and re-energize?
Well, I have a background in nursing, and then when I decided to leave healthcare, I went to become a firefighter. So I was well versed in the area of crisis and chaos and dealing with everybody else's. until it came to my own. And I did experience burnout from healthcare. I left the industry. And, but probably more important than that was when I got to a place, and I experienced in May 2016, our family and our community of 88,000 people were evacuated due to wildfire. And it was during that time, in those first 30 hours, that I thought our house had been burned, that we witnessed it. We witnessed absolutely horrific experiences that people were going through, that I realized I had this process that I had developed to help myself get through these very difficult situations. And it really came down to my perspective, how I was able to look at it, find the good in what was happening, and that's what I help other people do, is that resilient piece, and knowing when things are tough, that there is hope, and how to go through that journey and get back up.
There's always a purpose for what you go through, and I know, Kay, you also have a lot of expertise that comes from that. So tell us about, Kay, what you do, and who do you work with, and what do you do for them?
I mainly work with coaches, consultants, and healers, anyone that's really, out there trying to make a difference. That's the people that I enjoy working with, because like I mentioned earlier, we are here to make a difference in the world. But if you don't have the clients, if you don't really get out there and do what you're supposed to be doing to attract the clients, how can you make a difference? So these are the people that I love to work with, because we have so many gifts to share. So I like to help them share the gifts. Now, the way I started was really with business coaching, was because I found that need, because a lot of people, they have a really hard time with the systems, the strategies. That's kind of like how I started with the business coaching, because so many people don't really know how to create landing pages, how to put the lead generation in place, and all of those tech things, and that's what I enjoyed a lot. So that's one of the things that I help my clients with, is really implement those systems and strategies to grow your business, but then at the same time, make sure your mindset is in alignment with what you're trying to do. Because if you're doing all the right things, if you're just in that doing mode and marketing and doing all the things you're supposed to be doing to grow your business, but you don't get the results, then it's the mindset that also needs to be in alignment with what you're trying to do. So I do a lot of EFT and other mindset work to really help them overcome their inner gremlins. First, really dig deep in what is holding them back. Really dig deep on the fears, the self-sabotage, and all of those things that really get in the way of them really stepping into their purpose to go out there and make that difference. And then from there, really combining both the mindset piece and also the systems and strategies to really create that sustainable business model, so they can really make that huge impact in the world and create that freedom in their own lives, so they can, have that nice lifestyle that, that you have as an entrepreneur.
And you've obviously done that for yourself.
I think so. I'm still working on it.
That's great. And is there any other part of the story you want to share about how you got into this?
Yes, actually, it was my own struggles that got me into the coaching. Like, I started out as a holistic life coach in 2012. I had no idea what I was doing for like 2-3 years. No clue, no clients, just here and there a little bit. Then I got certified, and then I realized that I love technology. I've been doing web and graphic design for many years. So I'm like, hey, so many people hate technology, so why not go into that? So that's when I really got into the whole systems and strategies. But then I really realized, like, I was one that did all the doing part, but I forgot to focus on the becoming part. Because when it comes to business, it's like, it's not just about the doing, like all the marketing, doing what you're supposed to be doing, but also who do you need to become in order to become successful. So for a little while, I was just struggling. I did so many different things. I had my book, I had created a course, I did all the right things that I was supposed to be doing to grow my business, but I still had a really hard time getting clients. And that's when I really realized, one of my coaches told me, it's not about the doing, it's about who you need to become in order to become successful. So I'm like, I start thinking, and that's when I really took a deep dive into the spirituality, law of attraction, mindset work, EFT, Akashic records, and all of those different things to help myself figure out what is going on, what is holding me back, and how can I release that to really get the clients that I want, because I wanted to make a difference in the world, but I didn't have no clients. So that's really what got me on this path of the mindset work. And now it's like I live it, I breathe it, I could talk about all day long. And, just working with my clients on the mindset piece has made such a huge impact in their own life, in their own success, that I didn't have before when I just focused on the systems and strategy. So it was really my own struggles that I had to go through in order to become who I needed to become a successful entrepreneur.
Wow. So both of you have offered incredible tools and continue to offer incredible tools to healthcare professionals, coaches, consultants, and really the people who are helping cause global transformation. So who do the transformers go to? They go to you to help them transform the world together. So it really are a power team here, and that's what we love about Women Speakers Association, because we have so many people who support each other. You have to be nurtured, and you have to you don't have to do it alone is the takeaway here for part of that. And also that everyone has a different set of skills that may resonate with different people. So both of you, thank you for the incredible transformational work you do. I want to know a little bit from you, and feel free to chime in if you like this, what they're saying. Feel free to comment on the Facebook page here on our video. I am watching for your comments, by the way. So thank you for watching. But what I want to know is, when you came to Women Speakers Association, what brought you here, and or why did you join? Why did you join, and what do you love about Women Speakers Association? Carla, why don't you tell us first?
What I love about Women Speakers Association is it is a global tribe or community of positive, uplifting people. And I'm inspired by women and getting their message out in the world. And I'm re-energized when I'm in a community that is supportive and connected. And that's where I see Women Speakers Association as being absolutely tremendous that way.
Yeah, so we are doing what the show is all about. We help re-energize you and reignite you. Perfect. Okay, how about you? What do you love about Women Speakers Association?
Well, I kind of stumbled over Women's Speaker Association because I had the calling of becoming a speaker. But I don't know nothing about speaking. I didn't know where to get started, what to do. And then I came across the Women Speaker Association, signed up for the free account. And I was just blown away with all the resources that I received just as a free member. And then actually just really recently, like I think a week or 2 weeks ago, I signed up as a premier member, and the training that was there, it really was phenomenal. It has helped me now create my own signature talk, which I didn't have before. I really tried very hard. Just didn't really work out for me that well. And it's now I'm really more energized to really step out there and get on stage, get in front of a lot of people. So far, I've been just doing it virtually, but now just having also these other women that I can collaborate with and connect with. And like Carla, I mean, now I wouldn't have known her if it wouldn't have been for today for this interview. And just having that ability, having that group of women and just watching what they're doing, I can learn from them. That's really the one thing that I found so amazing about Women Speaker Association, that I know I'm going to get a lot out of this.
We love that you're here. We love that you're using all the resources. If you're feeling less than confident about speaking, or you want to gain more of a tribe to support and promote your speaking, we do have membership for you. You can join at the free level and start to test the waters out like Kay did at joinwsa.com, or you can upgrade like Kay and Carla have done and join us at the premier level, where we really expand your visibility. So please join us. We'd love to welcome you into our sisterhood here. We have a wonderful private Facebook group that gets a lot of activity and helps a lot of people in many ways. And like you said, both of you, there are tremendous resources, and we're here to cheer you on. So, and we are here most every Thursday for you. We won't be here Thanksgiving, but we are here most every Thursday, bringing you so many great resources. We always have an expert tip and at least 2 experts to share their wisdom with you. So we'll be back again next week for another edition of WSA TV Live. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye. Thanks. It was great being here.